Hello everyone and welcome back to CXRL. We are back with race number 2 of the MX-5 Cup Car Championship. Today we will be at VIR full circuit for 17 laps. There we got the track map presented and the starting grid of this race. Duly note the starting grid is Discord ats and not their Xbox gamer tags. We changed that for the next race, so hopefully that's more understandable. First we have fruit starting on pole. Next we have trash. Next turtle. And fourth quantum. Fifth spools. Sixth big fresh bagel. Seventh toasty broski. Eight is hellfire hemi. Ninth is game stopper. 10th is Marty. 11th is I believe Mad Boy. 12th is King of Twilight. 13th is Coinsy. 14th is Blind Ace. 15th is Flamingo. And 16th is Ashida. Now I believe that's their gamer tag. And 17th is Komi, which was SSR Fem Racer. Things have changed. We're good now. Alright, let's get things started, shall we? Here we go, starting off the grid. We have 4 perspectives today, so things might get a little wild and chaotic, as we have 9 racers who attended today. As we barrel down to turn 1, Blind Ace getting a pretty good start. It's all packing up as they go into the braking zone of turn 1, and a lot of contact, little bumps here and there. Game Stopper getting it. Oh, I should label who we have where. Game Stopper bottom right, Coin top left, Comey top right, and Blind Ace bottom right. A lot of tire smoke coming from Comey as they go into the second set of corners. Blind Ace getting a little bumped around. It is all packed up still. A lot of contact. A lot of tire smoke coming from Comey. And, ooh, Coin's getting a little bit punty there. And Game Stopper getting punted. Oh, as well, and gets sideswiped by Comey. Not sure if that was who was at fault there. It could have just been a racing incident. And here we go as Ashida has a run on Fem Racer. Flamingo is side by side with King of Twilight. As Game Stopper and Coin fallen down the order a good bit after some of the incidents. Here they go, Ashida on King of Twilight. Ooh, and they are off several cars off the track. 4 cars in total. And saying it looks like GameStopper has taken some heavy damage as well. Ooh, and another punt from Comey on Flamingo. As we have word, one of the cars flipped back there. King of Twilight, as they went off on the fast left-hander, got rolled by Ashida. Are we looking for a caution by any chance? As we'll see what the stewards decide. We're still green as of now. Comey getting a good run on Flamingo and Blind Ace in front, and Flamingo goes off. Flamingo makes a tremendous mistake and loses out on the exit of the final corner, and Coin's in the draft and is going to overtake down the front straight. Losing a little momentum like that can mean a lot, as Blind Ace is leading this race by a good margin, but Comey is on the attack. I don't think it's going to be too much longer until Comey's going to get them with the pace that they have, you know, not described, but shown us here. Flamingo all over the back of Coin. Flamingo has significantly more pace than Coin overall. And it looks like GameStopper's in the pits from the damage sustained from an earlier incident on lap 1 as we round out lap 2. Looks like Fem Racer is getting just slowly closer to King of Twilight, and it looks like we might have a caution in a few minutes. Stewards are discussing having a competition caution to allow all the cars involved in the previous incidents at the beginning of the race to catch up. Also would be huge for Comey and Blind Ace and Coin and Flamingo, all the top runners. Everyone would be able to get bunched up. Blind Ace has not probably not comfortable there. Ooh, and we're under caution. All right, there we go. I was about to say, Comey made a huge mistake chucking it into that corner. It was going to lose out a ton of time, but it looks like the field is bunching up as we go into a virtual safety car. We will have virtual safety car and safety car little notifications that will pop up on screen next race. That's something I forgot to institute into this race. Now, as they go around the track, everyone will be able to pit. If they haven't pitted, they'll be able to bunch up. They're going to go single file. Now, VSCs are very, very, what's it called? Easy to use, because you can end them wherever you deem fit, and you can start them whenever you deem fit, because you don't need to wait for a safety car to come out. All is good. Oh, and look at that. What the hell was Big Papa doing? AKA Bob. Drove off the track there. It looked like he caught up to the safety car queue a little bit too quick and had to exit onto the dirt and grass. Luckily, nobody came into collisions. Now, Blind Ace has a very, very tricky situation here, because Comey's going to be right on the bumper. Is going to be challenging that first position. It's probably not a good feeling to have that massive pink car in your rearview mirror, because you know you're done for. They come down the front straight, still waiting for the pack to bunch up. Game Stopper arriving at the scene. And there seems to be some confusion as Comey is slowing down under safety car. Generally, the normal procedure here is if somebody slows down under safety car, you are to pass them, but there's a lot of confusion. It looks like they're trying to slot back in somewhere. And they slot in behind Fruit. Interesting. I don't think that was ordered by race control, so... Oh well, a lot of confusion under this virtual safety car, but we'll figure that out hopefully before next race, so we don't have anything like that happen again. But again, nobody was hurt by it, so all is good. Now it looks like we're going to go green once they hit the straightaway after the little weavy section out of the first few corners, and then it's on. It's only one car less than we had last week for our race. And I think the attendance so far has been pretty impressive for this racing series. Only though that this championship's only 3 races, which kind of deters people. Usually we have 4. But here we are. We're about to go back green. There's going to be a countdown once everybody's bunched up. They're all single file. And there they are. They are green. They're off to a great start. Flamingo getting a huge run on Coin. And it looks like Comey's already getting a run on Coin and Fruit. Holding a ton of speed through that straightaway. Got the launch. Perfect. Coin did not seem to be too lucky. A little bit on the grass all over the place. Woo! Scary stuff going on. And Comey goes to the dive on the inside. Incredible pass getting followed by Yoshida. Coin has no chance against him and might get passed by Fruit here. And it looks like GameStopper's also trying to get a move on Bob, and it doesn't go too well. Car on the outside is King of Twilight. Crazy action happening all around here. Twilight's still alongside GameStopper. And he's going to go alongside Bob, forcing him to the outside. And it looks like GameStopper's going to go with King of Twilight around Bob. And just edging him out. As we go into the braking zone, it looks like Comey might be in the range to make a move. But we're going to see who wins out here. And oh my goodness. Huge wreck. Car into the wall. Oh, flips out. I think Flamingo has retired. And people are making opportune moves all over the place. And it looks like Blind Ace got passed by Yoshida. GameStopper is going to get past Bob easily out of that corner. And Coin's in the grass. And Bob gets shunted. So much happening. Bob's still on the track. Everything's good. There's two cars trying to rejoin. It looks like Fruit and Coin and lost out, and it looks like Comey has gotten the lead. What an interesting battle we have going on for the first place. We have two cars duking it out all the way in front. It looks like Ishida's going to go for the inside line as Comey goes wide. He's going to let him pass for now. And who is that? Bob off the track as Coin is going to be on the bumper of Fruit as she makes a recovery run after that huge mistake out of the final corner. It looks like Fem Racer's going to go on the inside of Ishida, a little bit of contact with their side-by-side, right? And Ishida's going to get the better end out of that. As we have GameStopper and Twilight further down the field, and Coin and Fruit duking it out. And look at this. Another run down the back straight. I don't know if this is the back straight or the second straightaway, but they're side by side. Who here's going to get the best of it? And Coin is off the track, gets caught in the grass again, and here we go. Through the fast right, fast left, and then another fast right, and it looks like Fem Racer's going to be, Comey is going to get the better of the run, but she is still there, and Comey's going to go onto the grass, sliding, losing that run out of the fast left-hander, and is going to give it to Ishida. Great stuff they have going on here. Blind Ace is getting, unfortunately, gapped by them. And is going to have to just sit comfortably in third place as these two are in a whole nother world than the rest of the grid. GameStopper is being tailed by Fruit right now. That gap seems to be pretty consistent, but we'll see how that goes. So the leaders head into the hard braking after that straightaway. It's very tricky to get right. It's very, very satisfying to get right. We have Shida in the lead, Comey in second, Blind Ace in third. Who is in fourth? Can't tell who's in fourth. Oh, Twilight's in fourth. Nice. Oh, and here we go. We have two battles going on. Bottom left, we have Fruit on GameStopper. GameStopper being as defensive as possible, and it's hard to pass, and it looks like Comey has the slipstream of Ishida and might go for something under braking. It's kind of hard to tell. He's going to try it on the outside, but I don't think there's enough grip, but there might be. There's not enough, and Fruit seems to have backed off in the bottom left. Two battles we're monitoring right now. Doesn't try anything crazy under braking. And here we go. Oh, Comey again trying a really daring move up the inside, but it's not going to stick. Oh, and Ishida gets a really bad run out of those two corners, and Comey's going to be right there. A little bit of contact is not going to be able to get past because of the architecture of that corner does not allow you to go for the outside move. When GameStopper gets a little sideways and is going to lose some momentum, and Fruit's off. Fruit's off the track. And that's going to allow Coin to catch up as well to some of the midfield runners. Coin and Fruit have some history here of battling it out. And Prague, they battled it out for like several laps, I believe, in the Formula East Championship. And it looks like Ishida's going to go a little bit wide on the exit of the fast left-hander, and Comey's going to get by. But he's still there. As we have another battle. Oh, a little bit of contact from Ishida, and Coin is rushing up on Fruit. Here they go, side by side down the front straight. I mean, not front street. It's a straightaway. We all understand that, I hope. Here they go. They've been duking it out lap to lap. Looks like Ishida's going to get a better run. And it looks like Fruit made him a little bit of a mistake. And there's a little bit of contact from Coin. Going to be bump drafting all the way down that straightaway. Hey. Here we go into the braking. Ishida goes really wide. And Comey's going to get the run as Ishida's in the grass. Is going to get a good run out of that corner. And here we go into braking. Almost Fruit and Coin. Is there going to be any moves made? Nope. Oh, Fruit dives in a little bit harder on the brakes and a little bit more confidently than Coin does. He's going to get a little bit of curve on the outside. But all is well. It looks like Fruit and Coin are catching up to GameStopper. And Coin somehow made it on the inside line. Through the final corner they go. Oh, and Fruit's gonna go way wide and get stuck in the grass. Could have been a really cool battle there, and it looks like Coin has her sights on GameStopper now. Those headlights in his rear view mirror. It looks like Blind Ace still has Ashita and Komi in his sights. It's going to be a lot of work they're going to have to do to try and make up the pace difference between these groups. And it looks like Coin on Game Stopper now. We've had some incredible racing, a lot of battles. It's really hard to commentate on all of them. You got to be really quick, and it looks like Game Stopper goes a little bit wide into the entry of that corner, and Coin's going to have a better exit. This is not a really good corner to make a move on, but she's going to send it, not really sending it on the inside as Game Stopper runs wide. Well, wider line. He did not run wide. He still took the corner pretty safely. That has not got to be a fun sight to see. Oh, when it looks like Komi went a little bit wide into the double apex hairpin. He's going to lose out a bunch of time. Blind Ace is a bit closer to this lap. Still have a lot of laps to go as we are only 6 out of 17 laps into this race. It's kind of hard to see if Ashita's got a run there or not. And here we go. Coin on Game Stopper. Runs way more wide on the exit to get more of that, using more of the track to allow her to get a better run. Down the straightaway. It's very difficult to pass in these cars unless you have a significant difference in pace. Hell, if you defend well in these cars, you're both going to get screwed if there's another car behind you. Oh, and it looks like Ashita runs very wide out of the final corner. And it looks like Blind Ace might be able to pick up second position here. Oh, it's going to be close. It's a very difficult spot to rejoin safely in. And Blind Ace does get the position, and Game Stopper is around. Or Game Stopper went wide. It was very difficult to see, but Game Stopper made a mistake, and Coin is now by into 5th place. Blind Ace in 2nd, Komi in 1st. Looks like this race is starting to iron itself out as we have 10 more laps to go. Oh. Komi leading this race not super comfortably. This track leaves so little margin for error, specifically in these cars, because if you get a little bit of grass, you will lose momentum. And the whole thing about MX-5s, well, the Cup cars, is that they're very low power. They're only 160 horsepower, I believe? Roughly around there. And they're very light, yes, but they're still quick cars, but they're not able to power out of mistakes like other race cars might be able to. Oh, Fruit going wide out of that corner. Still kept it on the track, though, and it looks like Fruit is catching up to Game Stopper. Now, Blind Ace is going to have to defend from Ashita, who is violently catching up. Seeing somebody catch you up in your rearview mirrors is one of the most terrifying things, because all you can see is their headlight and the hood getting closer, and that is what Ashita is doing to Blind Ace right now. It's very, very intimidating. It forces you into mistakes sometimes, which is not good. The pressure will get to you. And you really do not want to make mistakes in these cars, because mistakes in these cars cost you so much more time. And look at that Fruit catching Game Stopper here. They go down the back straight. I think this is technically the back straight. We have 2 cars with headlights in their mirrors. We have Blind Ace with the battle for 2nd with Ashita. And the battle for 6th with Fruit and Game Stopper. This has been an incredible race so far. Oh, and it looks like Game Stopper runs wide out of the corner, or under braking. Fruit's still there, but Game Stopper looks to be having that place secured for now. Oh, and gets wide over the curbs, and is going to run into the grass. That was a really difficult mistake to fix. These cars are so soft and floaty. As soon as you hit a curb like that, especially the elevated curb, it unsettles your car so much, and Fruit's going to rocket on by, unfortunately. That final set of corners is so difficult to get right. If you get the right line through the first set, you'll be fine through the second set. And oh boy, look at this. Blind Ace has got that white little Mazda, the stock livery, right behind them. There's nothing wrong with running the stock livery, it's just fun. Also, I do want to point out, I believe those are ponies on the back of Komi's car. A wonderful touch. I hope that adds at least maybe a horsepower with both of them combined. I think one pony power counts as half a horsepower, maybe. Oh, and look at this! Oh, wrong screen! Oh, huge contact as Ashita sends it on Ace into the double hairpin. Ace was not allowing that to happen. It was their corner, so they are allowed to defend like that. It's a bit dirty. In anything faster, we may have had a huge wreck there, but the MX-5s, you're allowed to get a little paint tradie with them. Ace does not want to give up this position for second. Oh, and again, under braking, Ishida is right there. Is trying to move anywhere to get past Blind Ace. But Blind Ace is not making it easy in their defense. Oh, here we go. Here it is. On the inside, is Ishida going to have the run down the front straight? They are side by side. It is hard to tell at this time. Here they go. And Ishida's going to make it past, but we still have the braking zone ahead. Hard on the brakes. Ooh, Blind Ace is going to try and outbrake them. He's going to go right around the outside. And Ishida's still on the inside. Holding that speed on the inside line is quite impressive there. Ishida's not out of the danger zone. These are not very keen passing corners here, but you can still make something done. Blind Ace still right there. You can practically smell the fumes of the gas being burned from the Miata ahead of you because you're moving so slow behind them. I swear to God, passing some of these cars in the straightaway, you could like high five the driver next to you and you'd still be on the road. It looks like Ishida's going to secure that position from Ace, but it's not over yet. Ace in the draft. These are not really good passing corners. It's going to be close on the brakes. Ace could not do anything there. Ishida had the line. There's like one line to take through there. I mean, you could try and throw it up on there, but there's not enough braking to be able to outbrake your opponents there. Komi running away with this race. It didn't look like they were running away with it earlier, but now it certainly does. They have a 7-second gap from Ishida. And they were duking out the first few laps of this race like nobody's business. Competition caution did come in clutch for some great racing action. I don't think it was technically a competition caution. It was just it was an after-incident caution. I don't think the stewards knew what had happened. Because King of Twilight, I think he's in 5th right now? 4th. Ooh! Blind Ace taking a lot of curve and unsettles the car. Manages to keep it out of the grass a good bit. But that's going to lose a good bit of time from Twilight behind. This still has a really large gap. Twilight's in 4th, running a great race tonight. I haven't seen much of them. They've kind of ran away from everybody. Yeah, since that rollover crash with Twilight... Oh, Coin snaps it! Coin snaps it out of the final corner! It seemed like the diff opened up and on the curbs, and Fruit's gonna get by. They got on the gas a little bit too early, and the curbs just let that outer wheel start to spin, and it unsettled the car, and could have been saved, but looks like overcorrection got the better of it. Anyways, back to that early incident early on in the race. Twilight got rolled. And the stewards did not know about it until after the fact. I don't think anybody knew Twilight got rolled until now. Well, until we announced it, of course, but jeez. That fast right-hander No, fast left-hander before the double hairpin is killer. I think they went side by side with Ishida. Somebody didn't turn. Oh, and look at this, coin's getting caught out by the grass again. Is she parking it up? What is she doing? She's rejoining. Weird. That grass has been killer tonight. Specifically for Coin. A few other people have had some issues with it, but I don't think as much as Coin has. And maybe Fruit and GameStopper have been trading back and forth. Errors, but night is not their night. The race slowly comes to a calm, like, I love how the races do this. You have all your action for the first few laps, and then it kind of chills out. Like, there's still going to be some stuff happening before the final stretch of the race. It calms down. Everybody can breathe. I can breathe. My vocal cords don't get shot from how fast I have to talk. And we can just reflect on the MX-5s. I'd like to comment how good of a race Twilight's running today. I'm going to look up where they finished the last race so that I have accurate information to give. Yeah, with the 6th place finish last race, not bad. But they're looking for a solid 4th, which is going to bring in significant points. And Coin going from a 5th finishing position to a 6th, not a huge difference. Huh. It is a difference in points, of course. But Fruit showing back up to the league had a late sign-up that we were able to sneak in. Showing off in their first race is pretty good, pretty good. Speaking of Fruit, oh, Ace running a little bit wide out of the fast left-hander. Speaking of Fruit, look who seems to be catching Fruit. Oh, Coin cutting that left-hander, absolutely demolishing it, eating it up. We can hope to see a little battle here, hopefully towards the end of the race. And it looks like Comey is coming up on a lapped car. And Sheeta does not seem to be catching. They are so close in pace on this track. I think the last race at Road America, everybody just kind of spaced out. They all did their own thing. Except for the midfield, the 4, 6, 5, there's a lot of people in the midfield just battling it out the entire race towards the final, 3 laps. It was really, really, really great fun. And here comes Fruit and Coin. Coin slowly getting on Fruit. These two have history here. They have some history with some red flag drama as well, as Coin crashed out and we were below the minimum racers allowed to host an event. So the race was reflagged and it was restarted with Coin side by side with Fruit. And Coin ended up winning the race due to that. Which a lot of people still to this day, especially me, think it's kind of bullshit. Red Flag ended up letting them win the race, but they still battled it out. They're cool about it. Yeah, these two, I think ever since... What race did Fruit show up in? I believe it was either the Fair Lady Championship in the previous league, or it was the Formula E. I'm not sure. They've been here for a long-ass time. Yeah, Formula E, they gave Coin a run for their money. Same with Dragon Lies, who is unfortunately no longer with us. They're still alive, they're just not in the server. And here we are, it looks like Comey is approaching a back marker. Hello, Bob. How are you doing today? Oh no! And Coin sends it into the grass once more after catching up to Fruit for several laps in the same spot a few laps ago. And it looks like she's either backing out or, oh, she's changing steering settings. When GameStopper, GameStopper might get Coin out of here, and Coin's gonna go to the right. Off the track. Ooh, GameStopper is lagging. What the hell? As I was saying, Coin finishing in 6th, it looks like she's dropped down to 7th. Still some race left to go as we're 13 out of 17 laps left. Do want to point out, the lead between Ishida and Komi has dropped by about a second, I believe. It's still around the 7-second mark. I'm not sure if it's going to be fast enough to be able to make it for the end of the race, but we'll see. What a crazy few laps we've had here. GameStopper again with the intimidation of those headlights behind. Coin's gonna drop to the left side. Ooh, it decides to not go for it. I'm just gonna let the race play out. Oh no, and GameStopper makes the same mistake Coin has made. Runs a little bit wide and then the wheels just spin and then you lose it. Hate to see it. Whoa, and Bob making some tire smoke as Blind Ace just barely squeezes by. Thirteen out of 17 laps remaining as Comey is about to start the 14th lap. Oh my goodness, Comey all the way off the track, turning that freaking MX-5 into a lawnmower. Holy crap. Huge mistake. It seemed like she was able to keep her foot in it and keep a lot of speed going, but that gap is dwindling to 4 seconds now. Almost less than 4. Ishida might have a chance at a first place here. If Ishida's able to push, Comey's gonna drift through the first corner. I think the pressure's getting to her. Here we are. With only nah, I don't do math. A few laps remaining. We're coming to the final ending stages of the race. And the leaders are just separated by 3.5 seconds, give or take. We're going to be monitoring the gap between Ishida and Comey as this race is slowly coming to a close. Coin lighting up the rear tires out of the downhill left-hander after the long straight. I don't have the corner numbers memorized, and I should probably work on that for next race. The gap seems to be kind of static right now at 3.5 seconds. Whoa, sorry for people who might have epilepsy. I don't think, if you have epilepsy, you probably shouldn't be watching this to begin with. This has been a brilliant race. For our second league race back, this is very impressive. I'm Very glad to see the attendance numbers haven't dropped off super huge. That's usually what happens when we host championships, is the first race, the first or second race will have the most attendance, and then the next race, the third and fourth races are always the ones where they drop off. It definitely looks like we're going to have lower attendance for this weekend. This race, unfortunately, but we'll still hopefully have some fun. The gap actually seems to be growing. Comey is pulling away slowly. And the gap up to 4 seconds now. Oh, Comey, huge mistake, huge mistake! Into the grass! Actually lost the rear end, and here comes Ishida. Just gonna blaze on through. Bye-bye. Wow. Comey looked to have this race by the handlebars, just cruising on through. And two big mistakes like that, even though they were probably just by little errors, cost her the win of this race, possibly. Still have a few laps left to see what she can do. I'm running wide again. It's so easy. The little mistakes cost you so much time here. These cars are so slow on the exit out of the hairpin, they actually show up caution for other drivers, which is kind of funny. I don't think there's much hope for Comey here. Unless Ishida makes a huge mistake. So we're about to round out to lap 16 out of 17. Then there will be 2 laps left. To make up a 3-second gap, you are praying that the other driver makes a mistake. Oh no, and Comey runs wide on the final turn. I think that gap is up to 4 seconds now, just like it was when she was in the lead. Now we just have to pray for a miracle that Ishida wrecks. Or crashes. I mean, okay. That wouldn't be a miracle. I'm just saying, for Comey, it would be a miracle if they spawn or something and would catch up. Now, I think to finish out this race, I'm just going to leave y'all with the sound of the MX-5s, and then I will join y'all back once the race has ended. Of course, if anything happens, I will of course pop out. And here we are. She is about to start the final lap of the MX-5 Cup race at VIR. As we're on the closing laps, it looks like no sudden lead or place changes are going to occur, as everybody's running their own race now. I almost completely forgot. We had 9 drivers in this race. Unfortunately, Flamingo DC'd. and had to retire early on. That huge flip we saw was ridiculous. Anyways, I will leave you all with the brilliant sounds of the little MX-5s until the race ends. And here they are. Ishida is going to round out the final corner onto the straightaway to win the second MX-5 Cup race at VIR. Oh, it's a bit of a long straightaway. Give it a minute. And he wins at VIR. Comey is going to slot in behind for second, and Blind Ace for third. I just sticks the car in neutral and drifts it across the line. Oh, it was a failed drift attempt. If that was, maybe they're just trying to finish it in reverse. And Blind Ace finishes third. Thank you all for watching. Here's the final results of the race. First, Ishida. Second, Comey. Third, Blind Ace. Fourth, King of Twilight. Fifth, Fruit. Sixth, Coinsy. Seventh, GameStopper. Eighth, Toasty Broski, aka Bob. Sixth, Flamingo Stew with a DNF. And the best lap reward goes to Comey with a 2 minute 14 seconds and 8.815. Yeah, we'll just say that. Thank you all for showing up today. And thank you all the racers for giving us such an entertaining race today. We will be back for one more race of the MX-5 Cup Series. Thank you all for watching. If you'd like to join our racing league, we are open for having new members to join of any skill set. We are always accepting new members. If you'd like to join, you can find the Discord invite link in the description below. And we'll see you all later.